there. So the question I have today comes from one of my current and recent clients. So I am an 84-year-old man and I need to maintain lean body mass and reduce my stress levels. I've looked into transitioning to a vegan diet, but I haven't done all my research into it and want to make sure that I'm getting all my nutrients and not overloading on carbohydrates alone. I'd like to make sure I'm getting ample protein and micronutrients. How do you recommend I go about this, and what specifically should I be eating? Well, that's a great question, and one that I know many people might have. Unfortunately, there is no magic pill, and in my scope of practice, I cannot prescribe specifics to you, but I can help you get an idea of which micronutrients to look out for and some great examples of food to give you an idea of what your new diet will entail. A vegan diet may seem difficult to maneuver, but it is possible. Eating well and maintaining a good diet are two factors that mean building a habit and sticking to it. I like to practice living in moderation with about an 80 to 20 ratio of 80% healthy and 20% reward. It's really about balance so that you don't go too far on either end and can maintain stability with your healthy practices. Good nutrition is also about finding what works best for your lifestyle, whether you are vegan or not. Because you're going to be removing all animal products and byproducts, you will need to make sure you supplement your protein in other ways. You'll be happy to hear that vegetarians and vegans alike typically have a greater knack for maintaining a lean figure and being more health conscious. Vegans have been found to have a lower body mass index compared to non-vegans. Bieshold and colleagues in a 2015 study cited an average BMI of 23, which is rated as normal compared to that of non-vegans, vegetarians, and omnivores, who had a BMI of 28, which is in the overweight category. In the same study conducted by Bieshold and colleagues, it was reported that vegans reported for lowest stress and anxiety scores. Although the study was based on a subjective basis, it gives us an idea of what a traditional diet does to our bodies and brains compared to a vegan diet. In fact, specifically in males, higher anxiety and stress were associated with an omnivorous diet. This is in part because vegans consume more fruits, vegetables, and plant-based omega-3 foods and less sweets and alcohol consumption. Citing these self-reported moods, it is evident that a diet high in fruits and veggies and lower in sweets, animal products, and animals is a conclusive path to less stress and anxiety. Additionally, Bieshold and colleagues in the same study cited noteworthy studies on the consumption of meat and fish to mental health, stating that the more amount of meat consumed led to a higher prevalence of dementia. Not only does animal-based food consumption lead to a higher risk of heart disease, but specifically increases cognitive decline as well. Specifically, animal-based fatty acids contribute to increase of mood disorders, whereas fruits and vegetables, on the other hand, are rich in antioxidants and phytochemicals, which are strongly correlated to mental health. Vegan diets are becoming more and more popular for all different reasons. Unfortunately, it is not strictly recommended by dietitians and doctors, as there are some noted deficiencies like calcium, vitamin B12, and iron, so we'll look into those. It was recommended by Ellerin and colleagues in their 2016 study that vegans make sure to maintain adequate amounts of vitamin B12, vitamin D, riboflavin or B2, calcium, iron, zinc, iodine, and protein. Protein is very important for your age in order to maintain lean body mass, as you had requested. As per Langan and Goodbread in their 2017 study, vitamin B12 is necessary at about 6 micrograms per day, as it is important for new cell synthesis, fatty acid breakdown, amino acid breakdown, and it helps to support nerve cell maintenance. Vitamin B12 is typically found in animal products, but for vegans, it can be found in fortified milk substitutes and nutritional yeast. I also happen to know of a great product from a company called Arbonne, which provides 100% of your daily intake of vitamin B12, in addition to 176% of your daily need for riboflavin or B2. Vitamin D is a widely concerned deficiency in those who choose a vegan lifestyle. Vitamin D is found in fortified dairy milk and meat, but for vegans it is still possible to get an adequate amount of vitamin D. Vegan sources of vitamin D include fortified milk substitutes and button mushrooms, as well as the most important source, ultraviolet light from the sun. Just don't forget your sunscreen. Vitamin D3 is important because it helps with bone mineralization. In another study, Mazurek and colleagues from their 2006 study supported that riboflavin helps maintain energy metabolism. For vegans, riboflavin or vitamin B2 can be found in almonds, cremini mushrooms, spinach, and broccoli. In a study by Rogerson in 2017, he suggests that calcium is recommended at about 1,000 milligrams per day and can be found in kale, broccoli, almonds, chia seeds, and oatmeal. Rogerson also suggests that iron be increased for male vegans, and the need for them is about 14 milligrams per day. Iron can be found in spinach and other leafy green vegetables, lentils, and legumes. Additionally, Rogerson suggests zinc you need a little more for vegans, and it's recommended at around 16 milligrams per day. Zinc helps the immune system and helps to stabilize blood sugar levels. Zinc can be found in cashews, chickpeas, and pumpkin seeds. Finally, Rogerson suggests iodine be consumed at about 150 micrograms per day, as it helps in metabolism support as well. Iodine can be found in cranberries, baked potatoes, navy beans, and strawberries. Rogerson, on the topic of protein, he suggests that protein can be consumed in the form of legumes, nuts, tofu, quinoa, nut butters, and plant-based protein powders. I also happen to know a great protein powder from Arbonne, which gives you 20 grams of protein in your daily intake, as well as some of your vitamins. I'm really glad you asked this question, and I hope you feel better educated and more empowered to take on a vegan lifestyle. This diet is becoming so much more popular and available to all, and nutrients are still possible to maintain and obtain in all plant-based forms. Looks like it's time to get outside and eat some plants.